Just off the bat, I'm getting over a bout of the flu, so that's why my voice sounds like this. So don't get too close to your speakers because that's how viruses spread. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Anyway, this is the USS Enterprise as seen in Star Trek Discovery. It's the third variant of the ship that we've seen when you count the 66 and 09 designs. Just so I don't have to say Enterprise 100 times in this video, I'm referring to this new one as the 18. The ship has given us glimpses of the ship. Well, at least as far as I've seen as of the making of this video. However, here with this model, we can take a closer look at the ship and see how its design relates to other ships from this general era of the franchise. So much time and so little to do. Let's start with the USS Franklin. They were both designed with the same general mission of being new, but also looking old. Like Ty Sheridan. Seriously, this kid is 22 going on 42. Franklin was designed to be a throwback contemporary of the NX class, and the 18 is an earlier iteration of the 66. Anyway, that makes them both related to the NX, and that's most obvious with the nacelles. They're very similar. They each have these half-sphere Bassard collectors. Behind that are cylindrical nacelles that taper as you move rearward. The end caps also share a lot of similarities. They both have these hood-like designs on the back. On the Franklin, these hoods cover small half-spheres, which is a callback to later versions of the 66. On the 18, we get vents, which lines up with earlier versions of the 66. Incidentally, early drafts of the 18 design employed dome spheres as well, but with a twist. Literally a twist. These domes were turned inwards to face each other in this concept. I should also mention now that John Eaves was one of the contributors to the 18's design. I've already mentioned him numerous times in past videos, but he did the Enterprise B refit and the Enterprise E. We'll circle back to the B in a moment, but sticking with the Franklin, both the Kelvin and Discovery timeline aesthetics feature window screens. On Franklin, it's clearly seen here. On the 18, the art team didn't want to take the plunge and put one on this ship, but instead, there's this off-colored panel. In an interview for the Eaglemoss collection, Eaves said that this off-colored panel would transition from clear to opaque, depending on the situation, so that they could satisfy keeping the 18 similar in design to the 66, while also leaving the door open to bringing it in line with the Discovery aesthetic. Moving to a straight-up comparison with the NX, they both have nearly identical nacelles, with these bracing struts around the Bassard collectors. They also have exposed blue warp coils on the inward sides of the nacelles. Whereas the 66 used this dirty plush toy texture, the 18 is definitely sharper. Actually, I don't recall the ship looking like this in the original series, but here's proof. Wait, no. I'm gonna have to go back and double check a few things. At this point, I'll bring in the Phase 2 design. This never appeared on screen, obviously, but the 18 design looks to be going for the same general look, which is a conflation of the 66 and TMP designs. The pylons have a similar, if not identical, swept-back hexagonal shape. When the Eaves team handed off their design for the ship to the visual effects team, the 18's design had straight pylons like the 66 design, though the visual effects team decided to swap those out for these swept-back nacelles. Clearly, there's also an open slot that runs up and down these nacelles. The same design similarities carry over with a comparison to the TMP design as well, though a unique element that both these ships share is the hull typeface. On the NX and the 66, they use this solid black lettering. On the 18 and TMP ships, this newer typeface is used. It's a variant of the GF Micro Gamma typeface. It's the typeface that we'll continue to see all the way up to the TNG era. Since Eaves also worked on the Enterprise B refit, he purposely incorporated this extending portion of the saucer directly behind the bridge dome. I believe in certain versions of the Excelsior class, they also have these small fins like we see here on the 18. And how does it compare with Discovery? Well, these two models aren't perfectly to scale with each other, but it still kinda sorta highlights that the 18 has just as much, if not more, habitable space inside the hull for dance parties. And time for that all-important question, does the 18 breakdance? Well, the 18 is going to let us down in that department. So that's the video, just a quick channel update. I'm still working on some proper videos. Unfortunately, I lost a few weeks of time dealing with some family stuff. Hopefully things get back on track soon and I'll have those videos out. That said, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.